Okay, welcome. Hello, welcome to Oakwood Garden Rooms. Hello, I'm Liam, your host for the evening. Right, what we're going to do, the doors, right, it's raining again, as you can see. So what we're going to do, the door opening is in, we've created the structural opening for that. I've cleared 10mm on height so that we can get our doors in, because obviously they're coming at an angle like that. They extend as they come in at an angle, if you know what I mean. We put 20mm on the width, so if the building racks slightly, we can still get our doors in dead plumb and straight. Here is a window. The window is 1200 wide. So the window is 1200 wide, it's 1000 high, and it'll be split centrally like that, and this side here will be the opener, obviously open out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the opening. This is probably, it's less complicated than working out on floor so you can get it central, but whether or not it's easier, I don't know. But it's probably more, if you're going to build one of these at home, then this is probably the easiest way for you to do it. I think the guy's here for the trees. Ammo tins, 50 caliber ammo tins. Brilliant for keeping your stuff dry. Right, we're going, yeah? Okay, so like I said before, the window's 1200 wide, it's 1000 high. So what we're going to do, we're going to create the structural opening. I'm going to make the structural opening 1020 wide. Again, in case the building racks a little bit, we can get the window in plumb. And no, sorry, I'm going to make it 1220 wide because that's the width. I'm going to make it 1010 height because the height is never going to compress anyway. Right, we want the window centrally. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fix the batten first. Once I find my drill. Where's that slip batten cut? And I'll explain why I'm going to do that. So I'm going to fix that to here. What's going to happen is I'm going to cut these timbers out, but before I do that, I'm going to secure these timbers because when I start to cut these out, they're going to start flopping about, but this will secure them all together and keep them straight. It will also give me something to reference off that I can find the centre of the wall. So what I'll do now, I'll measure the wall. And the wall is longer than I thought. It's 3,110, so half of that is 1,560, if my maths doesn't fail me. What did I say, Jen? 1,560? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark 1,560 on the wall. I'm going to check it this side as well and make sure it's 1,560. It's slightly out 5mm, so that's the centre there. Right, let me explain what's just gone on. Right, so Jen cut down the conifer. You've seen her cut down the conifer successfully. No gens were hurt during the cutting of the conifer. So these guys have rocked up now to chip the conifer and take the conifer away. He's then proceeded to get his vehicle stuck on the field. But we're all good now. Right, where were we, Jen? Window. Right, I found the centre. Make up. Right, I found the centre of the room, which is there. The width of the window is 1200, so what I'm looking for is 610mm either side, which obviously equates to 1220, which is there and there. So there and there. So what will happen is we need to take that stood out, and that stood out there. We also need to take these noggins out to create the height. Right, the height of the building. The building internally, the roof pitch is 75mm to front to back. Here will be the top of the window. That'll be the side of the window there, and I need to get an architrave on as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to double up this timber so that when I put an architrave on, I've still got clearance to paint it and decorate it and stuff like that. So with that in mind, what I need to do is measure down. My window is 1000 high. That would be the window going in tight. That's 1010. That'll give me clearance, but I also want to put another one of these on the top, which is, I know is 38mm, which is there. But I also need to put one on the bottom to sit the window on as well, which is another 38mm. So I'm actually going to make it 40mm. So that height there is the height of the structural opening. Once I cut all that out, then I'll put a timber across there, put a header in, and then put some uprights. But I'll show you that as we go along. Jen is going to film this in real time because, or more or less real time, because, why are you going to do it, Jen? Because it's raining today and we're not going to do much else, I can't imagine. So that there is the lines I'm going to take out. The first thing to do is take the noggins out. So we will remove the noggins. Like such. What I'm going to do then is get a multi-tool and I'm going to cut the timbers out. Right, John came this morning. John's obviously not the A-team, we're the A-team. So he's come this morning to steal our gazebo and left us a little note. Now I'm thinking that's not John's writing because John's spelling ain't the best, is it, John? So we'll see. Apparently he's going to leave us a little video as well. So that's that. What I'm going to do now is just spray it out. Right, so you see how difficult that, well not difficult, but see how it didn't come out the easiest. So that is kind of testament to the strength of the building. The strength of the OSB is fixed to there. The slate battens are also fixed through there as well. That's what you're looking for. Good strong build, and then that way it's not going to crack your plaster, it's not going to move. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out that one, and then we'll show you what's going to happen after that. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to take one of these props off and cut it down so it sits in there, and that will provide the seat for the window. And then we can find out, what we'll do then, we'll determine centre again, put a head in and then put uprights, and then I'll show you what we're going to do then. Right, so what I'm going to use is, we're not got the chops out because it's raining. I'm going to cut this. That then will provide the bottom for the window to sit on. Once that's fit into place, and then I'm going to just sit the level on it and just make sure that we are level, which we are, of course. Of course we're level because we cut it out to be level, didn't we, Jen? Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to screw that in there. So if John's done me a video today, I'll stick it on here and post it. Obviously, creating a bit of rivalry between teams has worked a little bit for John anyway. See if he can up his game a little bit, although he does struggle. There can only be one A-team, can't there? Right, what I'm going to do, look, you see that there? It's pushing forward a little bit there, so just going to push that back and make sure there, that we're good. Again, there as well. So, that there is now the seat for the window to sit on, basically. It's also fallen in such a place that it's practically in line with noggins, so you've still got your strength running through your wall. That makes sense, yeah? Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to look for the centre of the room again. which was, what was it, 1560? 1555? Right, Jen can't remember, neither can I. 1555. So that there is the centre of the room. We want the window centre. We know the window is 1200 wide. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to mark 610 that way. You see that, Jen? Look, that's 610. I put the cross there because that indicates where the upright will go. I'll also mark 610 that way. There we go, and I'll put the cross there because that's where the upright will go. So now what we should have between them lines is 1220, which we have got. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to put another head in here. This tape ever works. 1558. So what I've had to do is, because we've run out of timber basically, so I'm just going to take these props out of here. You might as well keep filming now, Jen, and then we'll just see it through till the end, yeah? It's rained all week this week, which has really held us up. Adam's not here, he's drove down to Wessex. Somebody asked me if he dossed and blobbed. He never dosses, does he, Adam? It comes in every single day. What did I say it was? 1558? Will now provide the head, and I'm either going to really embarrass myself or the fact I've worked out my maths right, and when I stick this in, my opening should be 1010, but we'll see. We'll go live, and not live, but raw footage, isn't it? Sometimes it requires a hammer. So what I'm going to do now, just screw that up there. And I'm just going to double check now before I put all my fixings in that the opening is in fact 1010. It's 1014, so we can live with that. Over's better than smaller, isn't it? I'll put some more fixings in here. I wanted to get the new Paz loads out today, but it's raining. And because they're brand new, I don't want them to get wet, weirdly. Right, so that's the height there. We've got 10mm clearance on that. So what we need now, we need 2 uprights in, which will provide the actual structural opening then for the window. So I've got 1017. What we're going to use is these timbers that we took out. This tape got left in rain, didn't it, Jen? Rusty now, isn't it, Jen? 24 quid left in rain, Jen. Right. Well, I forgot my measure. What did I say? 1000 and what? 1017. Have you guessed that, or is that what it is? That's what it is. Right. That's the square end. It's been knocked so. That's unfortunate. Right. What I'm going to do, extend nails are right where I don't want them to be. So I'll take it from this side. And then I'll denail that quickly. Show you how I'm going to do that, if I can at all. That's if you're new to this game at all, that's like your right angle there on your saw. You just put that there on there, mark that, that's a right angle, just in case you didn't know. But you need the saw to cut the wood, obviously. So that's that. What I want to do now is try and get these nails out a little bit. Right, so they can stay in. They're just the ring cuts that rolled in the OSB on the front. So what I'll do now, I'll put that in there. Lost my mark. What I'll do before I plumb that up, I'm just going to put a screw in bottom there so it stop it moving. Get my level then. Take that off now. That doesn't need to be on there anymore now. Whoop. That ain't going to come out. So the slate bottom was there to hold these uprights all in line, but now that's in there, it's absolutely solid. That's not going anywhere. Take them out as well. Where were we? Put a screw in there, didn't we? Right. Now what I'm going to do now is get that level. Which is a couple of screws. I'm going to send one inside there first, because when I send them that way, I'll want to push that timber over. What we'll do, when we cut the window out, there, we'll then fix the OSB to these uprights as well. So I know there's another one going in over here. Again, 1018. I'll use this offcut here. Just seen better days again. But like I say, if you're building these at home, then obviously every penny counts to you and you want to be using all your bits of wood. So rather than skipping these, they can get used. I'll put one in there, get the level. Right, so what we've got now is a structural opening for our new window. I've showed you how to centralise it. So that's basically, that's the centre of the room. The reveal that side and that side is as big as each other. We have got internally 1220, which will allow the window, if it needs racking a little bit, we've got plenty of play there. And we've also got 1017 high, which was 7mm more than what we wanted, but it's absolutely fine. Right, next step is now, obviously this is slate battened on the outside, but we want to take that out. Can you see there, Jen, look? The OSB is moving, so that OSB needs fixing to these uprights there. Look, see that one better? Yeah, so they'll have to get fixed to there. So, what you can do now, your two choices, you can get a handsaw, and shall I show you how to do it with a handsaw? In case you haven't got a multi-tool. This requires a little bit of patience, which I haven't got much of. And what I want to do is just keep pecking away at it like that. So that's it. What you can do now is go all the way down. That resistance there is a slate batten. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's hit a slate batten right on there, which is right on the bottom of the window, which is not ideal. So that's if you haven't got a multi-tool, but we have got a multi-tool. So what I'm going to do is cut that. And there you go, there's your window opening. Fell. With a bit more planning, it would have worked out a little bit better for us, I suppose. But it's out now. Internally, on the floor, I've got 960 to the bottom of the window, which allows you to put a desk under the window still. So that's why we use a 1000 high window. We put a double timber up there. What we're going to do now, don't know if Jen can show you that there. We're just going to put a few ring cut nails in there, just to tie that up there, tie that up there. That there wants pinning as well, because it's become unsecure now, because obviously the nails were fixed through into the uprights. There's no uprights there now. But that's it, that's your window opening. We're going to get the new PAS loads out now and have a little go with them. Put a few nails in there and then we're going to call it a day. We're going to go out to see the B team, see what they're up to in Haworth. So I picked these pads loads up at weekend. Obviously, I'm back on tools, so we need another full set of tools. We're not sponsored by anybody. We've no affiliation to anybody, but we do like a pads load. But if it's cold, it don't work, and it's not cold anymore. So, brand new, out the box, box fresh, IM 350 plus. This could fail dramatically because I've not charged any batteries. Now, do they come pre-charged? I don't know. Got a green light. What's the problem, Jen? Tell me. Gas. Right, so have a look there, Jen. What's that smell? Right, that OSB is loose, so what we're going to do, we're going to fire that to the studs. Again, at the bottom there, I know there's an upright there, so I'm going to fire that there. Where's my other upright, Jen? Right, so that's it, that's your parts load IM 350 plus. It's got, they never used to have this. This is a good little feature there. You just disengage the battery halfway, it's off, tells you it's off or it's on. So you can still leave the battery in the gun, which is good. I think these were £580, but I got 2 batteries with them, so that's why they're a little bit more expensive. A team, we're off now to wrap up and go see the B team.
Right, we're in Shadwell and we're at the A team's job. We've snuck to the A team's job because I need a number 2. I'm going to do a big number 2 and go to the toilet. Right, I've just been to the toilet, as you saw at the beginning of the video. We've come round here just to have a little look what they've done. We'd usually do this probably day and a half. If you have a look, as you can see, they haven't done a great deal. But, of course, they are the A team. Here comes the A team, whatever. Right, we're back at ours today, and as you can see, we've got all the building down now. Unfortunately, again, we had to ring the A-team. Sorry, I couldn't say that. We had to ring the A-team again, and they've assisted us in getting the garage down, and now they're off. Hi.
So we've come out to help the V team because obviously they're struggling again. John's been to our toilet this morning, so we thought we'd just come out and check their toilet out and see what condition these guys are actually working in. As you can see, John's not on target this morning. So, not only right, are they not very good as a team, they're not very good at going to the toilet either.